All right, so we are, this is AQR 5.5 combinations. Day one. All right, it's just going to be a one-day note, so we're just going to say combinations. So combination. Before we talk about combinations, just a reminder, like on permutations, the main idea with permutation is that order matters, and we can think of this such as passwords. So when we're talking about passwords, the order in which you write the letters matters. Just because you use the same correct letters does not mean it's the correct password. It has to be happening in a specific order. So order matters. Well, with combinations, okay, order doesn't matter. These are just selections. They're just being selected. Okay. So we're not asking. So in every one of the questions that we basically asked so far, we've asked like how are they ordered, or how are they lined up in line, or how are they presented? It matters who is first, who is second, who is third. We did examples of problems where it was saying things like there's 3 people are going to get awarded first place, second place, third place. So which order you are in the selection mattered in the previous one, but not anymore. It doesn't matter. 3 people are going to win a candy. It doesn't matter if you get selected first, second, or third, you get a candy. So you don't care about the order at which that occurs, as long as you get selected. And I know combinations, you're thinking like a combination lock, which you think is like a password, and that is an incorrect statement. Combinations, order does not matter in correct mathematics. Let's look at a couple of examples. I have a feeling today it's going to be a little bit short with this time that we had. So 9 students try out for a baseball team. How many possible lineups are there? So the first question that we have to ask ourselves, does order matter? So we always have to ask ourselves, does order matter? All right, and there's 2 options. If the answer is yes, then we're dealing with a permutation. If the answer is no, it's a combination. So in this question, how many lineups, batters 1 through 9, or who plays which position? Doesn't matter if you're the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Anybody play sport, baseball? Order in this problem, order does matter. Because we're talking about lineups. Basically, it matters if you're the first person up versus being the second. Because that also means who's the pitcher, who's catching, who's playing third base, who's playing left outfield, right outfield, shortstop. All of those different things matter because they're different lineups. Okay, that word lineups means that basically how they arrange in a line, the order matters. Now I know in this case the context might not be there. So this is an example of a review problem that we just did. So because it's a permutation, we know that we can use NPR. How many students are there? N, 9, and how many are going to be in the lineup? All 9, which of course we could have also figured out as just 9 factorial. Did I not write the number down? I did not write the number down. What is 9 factorial? 9. So there are 362,880 possibilities. A different example. Now let's change the questioning and the wording such that here that it is different. So first off, question 12 students try out for a team. I know this is very similar, first off, but I'm going to try out for a team of 9, like baseball. Question A, how many possible lineups? Okay, how many possible lineups in this example? This is basically the same question, just in making sure. So what do we do? Someone, what is the answer, or how do I get the answer? NPR, comma, 9, which again, if we were going to use the formula, which I don't want you to use the formula, I want you to use this NPR, it would be 12 factorial over what? Not 9 factorial. No. No. This is like what? I don't. 12 minus 9 factorial, which is 12 factorial over 3 factorial. And it's the idea that goes 12 times, 12 times 11 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. All of these are correct ways of doing it. But of course, I just want you to use and if we just use this version right here, it makes it so much easier. And I go into my calculator. Actually, I think I have the calculator available right there. Function NPR 12 comma 9, and there's my answer. And again, just to show you that it is correct, if I did 12 factorial divided by 3 factorial, it's the same thing. So that, again, you don't have to memorize this formula about n minus r factorial, because NPR does it for you. It's a gigantic number. What is that? 79,833,000. 79,833,000. What is it? 600. Questions there? Order matters. So now, let me give you an example where order does not matter. How many teams of 9 can we make? How many teams of 9? Okay? So basically, it doesn't matter the order at which they're selected. They're part of the team. You see how the question is different? If you are selected, you are part of the team. Now, it doesn't matter what the sport is. Maybe it's a sport where everybody just does I don't know what there's a sport is. What's something that if you're on the team, I don't know, the dodgeball team, right? It doesn't matter. You're on the dodgeball team. It doesn't matter. There's no positions. It's a positionless type of game. You're on the team. How many teams of 9 can we make? Well, it starts off very similar, where we have our NPR 9 in terms of our selection. However, because order doesn't matter, basically we can treat this like a reruns. Because all 9 are treated as copies, duplicates. Just like when we were doing the letters. Because you're selected. We cannot distinguish one O from another O or one I from another I when we were doing the arranging of the letters yesterday from rerun. And so the question is here, all 9 selected are basically the same thing. They're selected. It doesn't matter in which placement they are going. So how in reruns, as we were doing in our do now, what are we going to do to find the answer? We're going to divide by something. What are we going to divide by? What are we going to divide by? If all 9 players are basically the same selection, it doesn't matter what order they're in. Think about yesterday. Think about what we just did in our do now. If all 9 are basically duplicates of each other because it doesn't matter, they were selected, what do we divide by? All 9 are the same thing. Wait a minute, divide by? Close. Now you're further. No, she's the closest so far. We're going to divide by. No negatives, no. 9 is the closest thing. It's 9 factorial. Just like we did with the reruns of the letter. That's what I was trying to tell you. It's just the same idea. Because everybody is the same, we're just going to divide by 9 factorials in here. So when order doesn't matter, you divide by basically R. And so this would give me, when I go to my calculator, okay, I would take my answer from the previous one, and I would divide it by 9 factorial. And it goes down to 220. So 220. There are only 220 possible teams where order doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you were the first person selected to be part of the team or the 9th person selected to be part of the team. You are part of the team. All right. I think, for example, a really good example would be the cheerleading, right? Like I think they had like 30 people try out for cheerleading, but they only had like 20 or 25 spots or maybe even less. So it didn't matter if you were selected the first person and you were the best cheerleader or you were the 20th, which is the last spot, you were part of the cheerleading team. It's the same idea on that case. So there's 220 different ways. So this gives us a formula. So this is a function. So when order doesn't matter, we have a combination. And the formula is NCR. C for combination. Parentheses blank, parentheses blank. Where, what are you going to put into the first one? What goes in the first space? After the comma, after the parentheses, what are we going to input right there first? N, comma, R. And this actually does have a formula. Once again, you don't have to memorize this formula. This is what we want right here. But this is a formula. It's n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. Again, basically this first part right here is your NPR, and you're dividing by r factorial. You don't have to remember that. All you have to say is this is a combination. So for example, in this previous problem right in here, so doing this example here, we would say NCR 12,9. That's all we had to do. So instead of PR and divide by r factorial, that's 2 steps. Or you can just say NCR. And CR does that for you. And so if I hit enter here, and CR right next to NPR, 12, comma 9, and you can see for yourself that the answers are the same. So it's the same formula as NPR being divided by R factorial, because you're basically treating all of those that are selected as being equals. It doesn't matter if it's the first, second, third. Just like the letters, when there's repeated letters, you can just think of it that there's 9 letters that are identical in the word. It's like you have a 12-letter word and there's 9 zeros. I mean, no, 9 O's. Oh, 0 is not a number. Okay. Let's do another example. Okay. And then we'll be done. I think we'll just be done early. A team of 8 basketball players must choose 3 captains. How many possible captain I don't know, captain teams? How do you say? What would you call them? If there was captains, you would call them captain what? Captain teams. How many possible? Well, let's see. How many team captain groups? How many captain groups? How many possible captain groups? Okay. Okay, so does order matter? Does it matter if you're the first captain or third captain? Did we distinguish that? No, there's no distinguish. If I said something like there's a captain, co-captain, and a backup captain, order would matter. So the first thing we need to note is order does what? Does order matter? Does order matter? No, order does not matter. It does not matter. So we know that this is a NCR problem. And that's it. That's all we have to recognize. Oh, order doesn't matter. So it's an NCR. Everybody's unique still. And so what am I going to put into my NCR? And then we're done with today. Help me out right here, and then we're done. 8, 3. Okay? So function NCR 8, 3. There are 56 different possibilities of captain groups that we can create from a team of 8 of 3 captains. How many was that? I already blanked. I forget my 56.